Hi, Pete here for our daily devotional. Well, at the start of a week, we have a timely verse for us. Matthew 7 verse 1, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged." We live in a culture where one of the mantras is that everyone's opinion is equally valid and must be unconditionally accepted by all. I'm entitled to my opinion, we're told, which actually means you are not entitled to evaluate my opinion at all. And yet at the same time, in our culture, there is probably a greater level of dismissiveness and anger at other people and kind of febrile politics as we shout across the divide than ever before. So we need to first of all see what this verse is and what it's not saying. It's not saying that we have to suspend all our critical faculties. It can't be saying that, because in verse 5, Jesus is going to say that there is a place to seek to remove the speck, and that is the error, from another person if done in the right way and with the right motives. No, it's not saying to suspend all our critical faculties. What this verse is saying is not to be judgmental, not to judge harshly, and that means at least two things. First of all, it means that it's important to accurately assess and understand the motives of other people, not to caricature it. If we want to help someone to change, then we have to take time to listen to them and to understand what they're really saying. In our culture, it's just so common to caricature people and to blow it up into a short tweet, which then goes viral and the other person ends up being cancelled and driven into the dirt. That is judgmentalism. That is to judge someone harshly. Not so with you, Jesus says. Secondly, the motive for raising things with another person is always to seek their restoration, not to seek their destruction. Again, to judge someone harshly is to seek to raise something with them only because you're angry and you want to drive them into the dirt. But that is not the way that Jesus speaks to us. Even when we were his enemies, Christ died for us. And so he says, love your enemies, pray for those who persecute you. So if you're in a disagreement with someone, you seek their good and their restoration, not to judge them and to drive them away or drive them down, because that is what Christ has done for you. Finally, notice with the verse, there is a warning. If we don't do this, if we act judgmentally and judge others harshly, then you too risk being judged. So do not judge. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you that while we were your enemies, Christ died for us. Therefore, help us to be sober-minded as we think about others that we disagree with, to be charitable and generous, and to seek their restoration, never their destruction. We ask it for Jesus' sake. Amen.